Hey guys, so for anyone who does not follow us, or really anyone who does, actually you don't know either, but I have not been on birth control for a couple months, so it's been sort of like a not trying, not preventing. So I'm here today. I'm 9 days past ovulation and I'm gonna take a test. I do take ovulation tests and all that every month because I'm trying to figure out honestly what's going on with my body, because that's a whole other story. I went to the doctor and found out I have possible fibroids and all this stuff. So anyways, but it is 9 days past ovulation and everything tracked out really well this month. So if nothing was wrong with my body, I feel like I probably would get pregnant, but I think until I have surgery, which I'm working on, I have like 2 or 3 appointments before that, but they won't freaking schedule my appointment. So anyways, I'm gonna take a test and just see if anything happened, even though I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen until I get that fixed, but we'll see. Okay, so I have Lonfo and Pregmate for the cheapy ones this month. This is the first time I've ever used the Pregmate brand. I honestly got them because I think they're kind of cute, but they're also bigger. They're bigger, and the Lonfo ones are so freaking small that if I even ever do think I see a possible line, it's like I can't focus on it. My eyes just look right past it. So I'm gonna try one of these today. I don't know if one is more sensitive than the other, but I do feel like if there's gonna be a line, it'll pick it up on either one. So they look like this. And please excuse my hair, it needs to be washed and it's just limp and dead today. So, oh my god, I just woke up. I should be at work today, but because of how cold it was, there was a lot of pipes frozen and a boil advisory, and so Mason's daycare cannot open today. So I cannot go to work because my dad would watch him normally for me in these kind of circumstances, but he's on the way to Indiana. So anyways, as you can see, it's negative right now. I haven't dipped it or anything, so I'll be back in a second to do that. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, so now I have to wait 5 minutes, so hold on, the kids are doing something crazy. Alright, so I guess while that's loading, I'll just talk a tad bit more. If you want, you can fast forward, but about what I was just talking about. So when I wanted to get pregnant with both my kids, Serenity was not really planned. Like, we didn't sit down and be like, okay, let's have a baby. But we were both aware that we were kind of starting to want one a little bit, and that was the first month we never were careful, and I got pregnant with her. Very easy. Okay. Mason, in November, me and James, my ex, planned to start to try to get pregnant in March, and I was off birth control that whole time, but I also checked with tests, and I think we were a little bit careful, not every single month, but basically boom, when we were actually trying in March, I got pregnant. So I'm with somebody else now, so I just worry sometimes that if it's something to do with his body, then that's like something I can't control and it's stressful. And I'm not saying he wouldn't try to fix that, but if it's something with my body, I know I'll get it fixed, and I don't have to worry about that because I will figure it out no matter what. And so when I was just like, this is kind of weird. I got pregnant so easily with the other two, and there were a few weird signs that I probably wouldn't have noticed if I had just not been thinking I should be pregnant right now. So I made an appointment for an ultrasound to check my like ovaries and all that stuff. I was like, I just wanted to make sure I don't have any cysts on it or anything. And wouldn't you know, like, I felt so dumb having it done. I'm like, oh my god, they probably think I'm so dumb. Wouldn't you know, he comes in and he's like, your ultrasound looked a little suspicious. He said that it looks like there's either fibroids or polyps. One I think grows on the outside, one grows on the inside, something like that. Basically cysts, I guess. He said it might not be, it might just be that something has grown like too thick there and we would have to get that out. But I'm supposed to go back and have another ultrasound, but they had to check with my insurance and see if I could have it, and they said I should have been able to schedule it on Tuesday. What's the next Tuesday? Because I kept calling and they're like, oh, she's still looking into it. So it's really frustrating because I'm like, this is just one more tiny appointment that I need before I can even do like pretty sure I would do this one, and then I would have to do a biopsy, and then I would have to schedule surgery, and everybody knows surgery gets scheduled so far out. It's just frustrating to not even be able to get this basic appointment done. So anyways, I'm sorry if you didn't care about all that, but I just wanted to explain a little bit. So it's frustrating because if there's something wrong with my body, I just want to get it fixed and see if my body was the problem, because it could not be, it could be both of us, in which case we would have to do some checks on him too, and it's just like stressful. It's not that I need a baby right now. I don't necessarily want one right now. I just wish that I knew that when we decided to actually be like, let's have one, like right now, it would work. Or not even right then, but within like a couple months. It just scares me. But it's about time to check this test, so I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna put my phone up there and see what happens. Although I really, really, truly don't think anything's gonna happen until I get this taken care of, because the doctor even said himself it can be very difficult to conceive when you have things, and I looked it up and it's like if they're in a certain place it's hard to conceive, so like if they're blocking. So alright, pretty sure it's been 5 minutes now. I had to go talk to them for a minute, so let's just look. And if I was pregnant I would expect to see something today, honestly, but there's nothing as I expected. And I always think for a second I see something, but I don't think there's anything. Pretty sure there's nothing, but then it's like, again, I'm always like, well, wait, is that something? I'll show you guys. It looks pretty negative for me. And then I flip it and I'm like, what, wait, is it? Oh my god, I need to stop. I'll show you guys. You're not gonna be able to see anything, like, for sure. You won't be able to see anything, but it's not gonna focus because it's a phone, it's not a freaking camera, but that's what it looks like, so. Okay, so I'm pretty sure they're negative. I don't know why I try to look so hard for lines. I really shouldn't. I should really just, if I don't see one, wait until like at least later that night and just try again, because if there was one it would be there again or darker. So like, I meant to show you, but yeah, they're negative, so I'll probably take them tonight again. Well, take one tonight, but if there's nothing by tomorrow, it's like 99% chance that I'm not pregnant and you'll never see this video. So, yep, we'll see what happens. Hey guys, so it's the same day. It's only a few hours later. This is why I'm glad I work, because when I don't, if I happen to have a day off, when I need to test, I test way too much. But I could have sworn, which they're probably in it or evap lines, because I wait too long and keep checking them. But although on the second, I took 2 pregmates. I took the one that I showed you guys and then took another one, because I thought I maybe saw something on the one with you guys, you know. So then I maybe thought I saw something on the other one. Maybe they're just bad for indents, evaps. But I swear with the second one, I feel like I saw it. I was like, is that a line? Like before the time that you're supposed to stop looking at it was up, like it was in the time frame. But obviously it was like, the longer you let it sit, the easier it is to see if it is there. So then it's hard to know, like, maybe I didn't see something at first and I was just... Anyways, the point is, I went and got these because these are everybody's favorite, including mine. There's so many different kinds now. They even have, like, a pack of 8, but it's only, like, 3 of these ones and then 5, like, little cheapy test strips. And I'm like, that's pretty interesting. I'm glad they're doing that because now I don't necessarily always have to go on Amazon, but I don't need them today because I have cheapies, so... And then, of course, they have the pack with 3 where it's like rapid response, early response, and there's like one other one, but I don't know. Digital, I think. But I just wanted the basic ones, so I got a 3-pack because I like never buy these. They're really not as expensive as, I mean, they are if you're trying to conceive for a very long time and you have to keep buying them. I understand that, but they're really not like nearly as much as like the freaking digital ovulation tests. Like buying those every month is killing me a lot more than buying these. So I'm gonna just take one. Obviously you can see it's not open, but I always like, I don't know why, but I like watching people open these things anyways. If I can get it open with these nails, I'm about to I'm about to freaking cut them off. I'm not even kidding. I'd rather not do that. I'd rather go get them filled in so they look good and I don't have to pay a ton. But I'm telling you, they're way too freaking long and they're like grown out and they're just driving me crazy. So there's that. I need to keep the box. I don't know why I put it away. Responses might be a little different than cheapy tests, so let me, okay, put the test in for 5 seconds, wait 3 minutes. So let me be right back. I'm gonna dip it. I've hurt my feelings with these tests so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because with one way, I'm not even gonna cover it. It doesn't matter unless I stop this video and I'll cover it. But anyways, so one way I've hurt my feelings is because first responses are amazing, but they're very, very bad for ending lines, like lines that look like straight positives. So I've seen those, and then also I've seen other tests like cheapies where I thought I've seen a line and taken a first response and it's like stark white, and I'm like, any hope that I just had is gone. So you only have to wait 3 minutes on these. It's been like a minute. I don't see anything yet, but I don't think there's gonna be anyways. And I'm really, really frustrated now because I called my doctor's office again, and once again they're saying, oh well, we have to wait on blah 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 to handle that. She's the insurance person, so I'll give her your number though so she can call you. Yeah, they've said that so many times and she hasn't called me. It's like, if I could just get pregnant, I wouldn't have to deal with all that and stress about all of it. Like, that is stressing me out more than even like not having lines on a test. It's driving me crazy because it's just one freaking appointment. I'm almost about to tell them, like, ask them if I can just go ahead and schedule it, and if insurance doesn't cover it, I'll just make payments. Like, it's ridiculous. I'm just tired of it. But I'm just watching it. I don't know. I'm so tired of this. Like, I don't know. I guess I'll cover it and I'll be back in like a minute. Okay, I don't know why I'm even like, I don't know why I covered it. Because it's only been like 2 or 3 more minutes, I guess, since I turned the video off. And I didn't see anything before. But let's go ahead and check. And then these ones drive me nuts too because wait, why do I feel like I see a line actually? Wait, I think there's actually a line on here. No, there's definitely a line. What? Okay, but I don't wanna oh my god. It's very, very, very faint. My heart is like pounding right now. What the heck? No, there's for sure a line. I don't want to like get excited or anything because these things have bad evapes. No, there's a line there. There's a line. And it's like getting darker the longer I hold this. What? No. I need to be quiet because he might come back for lunch. I don't know. You guys are not going to be able to see this. That's insane. Oh gosh, I'll show you, but you're not going to see anything. I always love, like, when people do this, I like try so hard to see it, and they're like, you see that? You see that? And like, I never do, but it's like right there. You think? What? I don't think you'll be able to see it on here. My hand is shaking. I don't know what to do. There's like absolutely a line there. I need to take a picture before it's after the time frame. I have a digital, but I don't think it'll pick it up this early. What the heck? No freaking way. Let me take a picture of this. I just realized at least half the time I've had my camera like this, and I think I had it the other way, but this also happened in November last year, and I was like, what? No way. Like, my friend could see it and all that, and then there was nothing the next day. I did the little first response check tester. It says it's only one line. Of course, the lines that I see it probably cannot detect. So I think the only option right now is to waste another freaking test. I feel like my hand is shaking. Because I don't want to check it, because if I don't check it, then I can be like hopeful and be like, well, maybe I'll just wait until tonight. But I already took it, so I have to check it. And it's not, I don't think there's going to be anything there. I think the other one is just a stupid evap line. Even though I literally checked it before the 10-minute mark. But I'm going to look now. I'm going to look. No, I think I see one on this one too. No, there's definitely a line on this one too. There's a line on this one too. If there's two that got me, I'm gonna be so upset. The fact that I just saw two and they're just as dark as each other, and they're not like, I don't have to be like, is it a line? Like, there's a line there. Still doesn't mean it's not an evap. But I can't do anything else right now. All I can do is wait until tonight and probably take a cheapie. Now I wish I'd gotten like 2 packs of first responses. I don't know what to do. I have one left. I have one test left. Yeah, so otherwise I don't know what else to say. I know this has literally been just one day of tests, and I've taken so long. I know this video is so long, but I will be back tonight to take a pregnate. Don't you take a first response. That's to me. Don't take a first response. Take just the pregnant. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Guess what, guys? I'm crazy. This one I already had. I did have this pack. I've had this for months, but I went out and got another one. The plus one and the digital. This one I already had. Okay, then I got 2 more of these, because I don't trust that something wasn't wrong with the entire box of the 3-pack. And then I got these, because I've never tried these. So it's got that early rapid one, which probably won't work for me right now. I feel like those tend to not work till later, but like it reads it really fast or something. And then it's got one of the early response, and it has a digital. And then again, I have these, and I haven't held my pee very long, so it's probably not good. But I'm about to take one of these. And then I think I'm going to take one of these, which is the same as earlier, but from this box. If I think I see anything on them, I will take one of the clear blue digitals. But I have a bad feeling, I just have such a bad feeling that there's going to be nothing there. Like, there's going to be nothing on this, and the other 2 are just false positives. If I would just wait till tomorrow morning, I'd probably have a clear answer, but I can't do that. Nope. OCD does not let me do that. And this one was busted, I realized. They're wrapped and everything, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do all the things and dip all of them. Okay. And I'm gonna put it inside this little thing. And I'm not gonna like talk the whole time, but I am gonna check it right at the 3-minute mark, because I'm also scared that even though it was under 10 minutes on the other 2, I still checked it too late, because it was like 5, 6, maybe 7-minute mark. So that is about it. I don't have a lot of other thoughts, just that I think they're going to be negative, and that I freaking got my hopes up, and once again because of first response. And I really should have just probably waited and like taken one test today and then waited till tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna check. I don't even know if we're at the 3-minute mark, but I don't want it to be passed because I do not freaking trust it. So let's see. And again. There's a line on this one too. When am I gonna just believe it? It's so faint. But it's so hard. Hold on, I'm gonna take a picture at this 3-minute mark. I don't wanna get excited or like, but the third one has a line on it, and this was from a different box. You guys are not gonna be able to see this, like, I can barely see it, but I can see it, you know what I mean? No way. No, I have to take more tests. I feel like that test is the one that made me actually, like, really believe that it might be real. And so now I'm scared I'm gonna disappoint myself taking these. But, God, I can't get them with these stupid nails. Well, at least 3. I might have 4 if there's 2 in that other package. Guys, I'm gonna just take both of these, like the plus sign one and the, which is really stupid because blue dye is really hard to read if it's super faint. Like it's really hard to. God, I'll be back. Okay, this one's the digital. I can feel it's really thick, and this is the plus sign one. Okay, here's that one. I haven't used one of these in a really long time. Okay. Make sure there's no indents. That's what it looks like before. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I kind of almost feel like I do see something, but I could be wrong. I don't know. You know, loading sign, and then here's this one. I could be wrong, but I think I see something on that one. But I don't know, because, no, I think I do. I don't know what to do. Scared. Oh my god, it's on the second loading. But I was just so freaking scared that something was wrong and I wasn't gonna be able to get pregnant, whether it was him or me. And I've known I want 3 kids for forever. I made like a little journal when I was like 15 or 16 and put that I want 3 kids in it and all that. Oh my gosh, this is like stressing me out looking at it. But I also don't want to put it in the thing and just pull it out. Like, I just want to watch the words pop up. But I don't want to talk anymore. I'm going to turn this off for like 30 seconds. Nope, maybe I shouldn't, because now it's on the 3rd loading sign. This one is positive. What? No freaking way. I feel like you can almost see that one better than the... Okay, I'm not gonna look at this one. Let's take a picture quick. Here's a video too. Here's a video. Can you even see that? Oh my god. What? Oh yeah, it says not pregnant. I figured. That's kind of disappointing though because that would have like confirmed it. Dang it. But this other one is positive. No way. I'll test again in the morning, guys. I might test again tonight too. I don't know. But hey guys, okay. I wanted to make one more super quick update because I'm gonna end this video and continue tomorrow. Like, even if I take more tests tonight, I'm not gonna do any more recording because it's getting way too long. But I did want to say I took a cheap test that I've had for a while, and at first I was like, there's nothing on that one, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. I've seen lines on the other tests, but whatever. I left it alone, came back later, and there's a faint line. So I think I can actually say it worked, and maybe I'm pregnant. But I don't want to say that yet. Like, I'm so scared. But we'll see in the morning. I'll post pictures of all the tests here, and I'll see you guys in the morning. My eyes look so crazy. I'll see you tomorrow for 10 DPL.